morning. We are headed to Mavrovo National Park, which is in North Macedonia, one of the largest of the 4 national parks. Mavrovo National Park has over 1,400 species of herbaceous plants. 40% of them are actually from this area, as well as over 45 species of rare animals. It's considered one of the richest national parks for these type of animals. They also have, I believe, 145 different species of birds. The lynx that live here, there's almost 60 of them that live here. So it is a great place for wildlife watching, as well as you can hear the river behind me, enjoying the breeze, seeing both, the minarets right next to the Orthodox churches. It's just such an area of contrast and a great start to our time in North Macedonia. It really is so beautiful here in Mavrovo. The fall colors are just gorgeous. It's a Sunday afternoon and everybody just feels so chill, so excited to be in another country. This is actually the big 40 country for me. So behind me here, this is the Larmie Mosque, or the Pasha Mosque. It was built in 1495 and then expanded in 1880. Inside you'll find some of the most beautiful filigree and decorations inside the mosque. If you go to the right, once you take your shoes off, you can go up the stairs and get a great viewpoint of down below. Just be respectful and try not to photograph or videotape people while they're praying. Welcome to North Macedonia. This is the city of statues. Now, when the war with Yugoslavia happened, a lot of the city was destroyed, yet it has such a rich history with Romans, Greeks, and so many important figures. And so I will show you around the city, along with one of the most famous North Macedonians, Mother Teresa. Her home was here, and hopefully if we don't run out of sunlight, we'll be able to go and see it. This is Stone Bridge right here. And here is one of the first statues that you'll see in North Macedonia. There are so many statues around this city. I don't think anyone has really been able to count how many there actually are. But it was part of the city's, Skopje city revitalization project, along with the pirate ships. So this is Macedonia Square. It's also called Pecala Square after the city in central Macedonia, which is the former capital of ancient Macedonia Kingdom, the birthplace of Aleksander the Great, this guy, which they lovingly call the man on the horse. So at 20, Aleksander the Great set out on a campaign to create the greatest empire over the course of the next decade. By the age of 30, the kingdom of ancient Greece, or the kingdom of Macedon, reached from Greece to Egypt to Turkey and northern India. He was undefeated in battle and considered one of history's greatest military commanders. He was also tutored by Aristotle. There are lots of statues in this city. There's over 100 monuments and statues that are located within a 2 square kilometer radius of the center of the city. At the base of the statue, we'll find 8 growling lions with spouting water, as well as 8 ancient Macedonian soldiers. Above them, you will find on the column a depiction of Alexander the Great's battle victories. And on top that sits a 48-foot statue of Alexander the Great himself. So this is the Macedonia Gate. This is a memorial arch built in 2011. It stands 68.9 feet high, or 21 meters. It costs $4.4 million to make. It was made by Valentina Stefanovska, the same sculptor that did the Alexander the Great statue. It is dedicated to the 20 years of Macedonian independence. So if you look inside the gate at the inner walls, they have quotes from Mother Teresa. This is the memorial house of Mother Teresa. It's only open on Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. But Mother Teresa, if you don't know who she is, which I hope you do because that would be kind of weird, but Mother Teresa was born in Skopje in 1910. She didn't actually live in this house. She actually lived in the area between Victoria Arch, or the Macedonian Arch, and the Archaeological Museum. There is a planted tree in that area that is in memory of her family. So the memorial house here is built on a church that she would come and pray to, but it was destroyed in an earthquake. So the stone bridge that we are walking over right now was built in the 1400s, or so they say. Kale Fortress, or Skopje Fortress, has existed here since prehistoric times. The city settlement was first mentioned, according to some scholars, since the 9th century by the Skopje army. It was a strategic point for the country's defense. While only one portion of the old walls from the Samoli, or Samuel's kingdom, remain, they are some of the oldest in Macedonia. The climb is easy to the top, and there are great sunset photos of the city. So right behind me here is Mustafa Pasha's Mosque. It was built in 1492, and it was actually consecrated as a Catholic cathedral in 1328. The cathedral was then converted into a mosque after the Ottoman Empire captured Famagusta in 1571, and it remains a mosque to this day. In 1954, it was renamed Lala Mustafa Pasha Mosque after the commander of the 1570 Ottoman conquest, infamous for the gruesome torture of Marco Antonio Bragdin, the Venetian commander of the city's fortress. Bragdin had surrendered the city following a brutal 10-month siege in which 6,000 Christian defenders held off an army of more than 100,000 Ottoman Turks. On the south side, you'll find the 1311 inscription about the progress of St. Nicholas Cathedral. The interior is a gorgeous Gothic arched mosque. It's definitely worth a look if you're in the area. This is the area that we were also approached by a quite aggressive person wanting to be our tour guide. I was reading about this prior to visiting, and so I was aware of this. But make sure that if you do decide to hire a guide for Skopje, that you're getting it from a reputable company or site. We're ending our night here at Pecala with some traditional North Macedonian food. I am getting a kebab. Erin has a few of her vegetarian options. We will show you what we're eating here and go to bed in the pirate ship. Well, the last stop is the Statue Bridge, one of the most haunted bridges in North Macedonia, with one of the only bridges that has a fountain in the middle of it. This is the Statue Bridge. Now, it does have a bit of significance in that a lot of the figures and statues that you'll see have name plaques beneath them, but they are from the different time periods and along with world historical figures that came from this region and contributed to the history of Macedonia. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend, because more the merrier. I will see you guys in the next one, and don't forget to check out my video on staying in this pirate ship overnight, or for 2 nights actually, as well as the rest of the 1,500 mile road trip Balkan videos series. See you in the next one.